Hi guys, the dark side of the moon is everywhere today because it's kind of, it's not bright outside. I don't know why it's so dim. I don't know if there's something wrong with my phone or what. Whatever it is, I'll deal with it. But anyway, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. It's 3:26 p.m. December the 7th, 2016. And I'm still trying to figure out what my problem is with uploading videos, because to upload the one you saw today was actually a video that I did yesterday that I couldn't post. It showed up today. Anyway, it's very strange. But I think what it is YouTube is doing some upgrades, so we'll just have to bear with it and see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to try another one, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's beer 30 here now, even though, see, whenever we fall back, I lose an hour, which would normally be 4:30 or 4:27. Now it's 3:27. That's close enough. But anyway, it's about 55 degrees outside, which is not bad. But it's supposed to be like in the 40s in the morning, low 40s, and then whatever it is in the morning, that's going to be the high for the day, which I can deal with. So I know you wanted to know that. For you new guys that just clicked on the wrong thing, I full-time RV, done it for like 20 plus years. Also go camping in a car, a Toyota Prius, and I've got two playlists on my homepage. Rusty 78609 is my channel, all lowercase, no spaces, as you accidentally found out. And if you do RVing or car camping or van camping or any of that sort of thing, check them out. There's lots of good stuff there. Anyway, I wanted to touch on a couple of things, and then I'll get to the point of the video. What I'm going to do is compare like living in an RV with living in an apartment, but I'll get to that in a second. Some of you have found out or stumbled into my email address, which is okay, and you leave comments there. It is my preference that you just leave the comments on the video page, because it's much easier to do the comments, because then the YouTube collects them all in one spot. So I can just go right down them and look at them and respond. If you do the email, then I've got to do a response via email, and it's a little more time consuming, and sometimes I might miss them. So if you want, reply to your comments, just post them on the video that you're watching, and I'll respond to them, or try to. I mean, if I miss you, it's not because I intended to. It's just one of those things. So this isn't it, this isn't it, and this isn't it. This is Trenton Clump, and this is Red on the Head, and this is Rusty 78609. And why are they here? I've gone over this a million times, but I'll do it again because 70% of my viewers are new guys. I tried a pet, didn't work. So 71 years old, live alone in an RV, 26-foot Jayco J-Flight in Central Texas, USA, and out in a rural area. Not a lot going on out here, practically nothing, and that's just the way I like it. So I wanted a present. So now I've got two presences on the inside. This is presence 1, presence 2, and outside I've got a garbage can named Matilda, and there's a story to Matilda, but I won't get into that. In fact, Matilda just swallowed my printer today because my printer went bad on me yesterday, and I just threw it in the trash can. And anyway, having said, outside I've also got Thorny, a cactus I named Thorny. So I've got two presences outside and two presences inside. And do I talk to them? Sometimes, not a whole lot. I'm not completely loony, except for this jerk. Anyway, I ran into a couple while I was doing some grocery shopping today, and they're in their 30s, and we got to talking, and anyway, they said, I asked them if they lived in the area, and they said, yeah, they lived in an RV. And I said, oh, y'all full-time RV? And they said, no, we live in an RV. And what it was is they bought an RV to live in lieu of living in an apartment or buying a house this time, because they didn't have enough money for a good down payment, apparently. And so the way that works out for them is this. Currently, they pay $900 a month for a one-bedroom, unfurnished apartment. And I'm not sure where it was in this area somewhere. And they were paying that rent for year after year after year. And then one day they thought, well, why don't we buy a used RV and just put it in an RV park in the area where we want to live, and we can save a little on rent. Well, it turns out they save a lot, because the RV park they found is a fairly nice one. It's $300 a month, and that includes, the garbage and the water. You got to pay electric, and that's it. Same way as an apartment. So that's a trade out. That's an even trade out on the garbage and the water. The electric for them, they say, is less, because they got a used Airstream 28-footer, which is, that's plenty of room for two people. And anyway, of course the Airstream's the top of the line. It's very well insulated, so I can understand why their utility bill is probably lower than it would be in an apartment. So, but looking at the numbers, I was just thinking about it, and also I wanted to do a video just to see if this thing is going to work. And but looking at the numbers, I was a CPA for like 20 years, so I can do simple math pretty quick. And I got to thinking about the numbers on the way back home. If they were paying $900 a month, and now they're paying $300 a month. And one of the things that they also told me that that their savings, what they're doing with that money, that they're saving, even though they've got some repairs every now and then on the RV, of course you're going to have that, but they're minor, not significant. And it looks like that they're able to save, on the gross side it would be $600 a month, but after maintaining the RV, the net side is about $500 a month, and so they figured on the low side they should be able to save at least $400 a month. So for the past couple of years, apparently they've been putting that away in kind of a home fund, so that at some point they want to consider purchasing a home. Now they've just about gotten out of that plan, because what they're finding is the living in the RV is fine, and they find that they save money because they don't have anywhere to put stuff, so they don't go out and buy stuff that they don't need, like a 60-inch TV or two 60-inch TVs or three 60-inch TVs and all that sort of stuff. And they got free cable at the RV park. They got free Wi-Fi at the RV park. Of course, at the apartment, they had to pay for the cable, which combined the internet. And I see he said it was around $50 a month. So that's another $50 they basically picked up. Now, they may be using some other internet service. I'm not sure. But for those of you that have or live in an apartment or renting a home, or even those of you that are homeowners, I mean, if you do the math on it, you can come out cheaper living in an RV park. Now, the question about that is some RV parks are thumbs up and some RV parks are thumbs down. I've lived in a lot of them for a long time. And but the one they picked, I know where it is in Marble Falls, and it is a nice one. It's close to the lake. And yeah, they did good. And there, there's some that are a little less. You can get some up here for like $250 a month, and you go all the way up to $500. And so it all depends on the amenities and all the cutesy stuff that they do in the RV park. Some of them even have cement slabs to park on. Some of them have car covers and all that sort of thing. But so you could safely figure a max of say $400 a month for a spot in an RV park, and a good one. And so something to think. And besides that, they said they've got plenty of room now to park their car. They got 2 cars. They got plenty of room to park, and don't have to worry about that crap anymore. Somebody comes to visit, they got room for them. So it's kind of nice, because in an apartment, those things are issues, sometimes big issues. And so anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up on that, and also on the email, thumbs down on that. Just leave the comments on the video that you watch, because that way I'll see it and it doesn't jam up my emails, because sometimes I get a lot of email. But anyway, having said that, if you live in an apartment, or rent an apartment, or a house, rent a house, or live in a house, check it out. It might work for you. Get a used. What they did, they paid cash for a used unit. I don't know how old it was, but since it was an Airstream, it probably was still pretty pricey, because they're expensive. They're very expensive. And but there's other ways to skin that cat. You can buy something else. You could, but again, even if you financed an RV, a new one, You know, you can put down like 10% and finance them for 10 years. Your payments will be less than $200 a month, you know, somewhere in that area. You know, interest rate will be about 5 or 6% depending on your credit rating. But anyway, having said that, this is a test video as well as a real video. So thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can find it. It's damn hard sometimes. I had a hard time finding a printer. I'm not even sure I did. It said it was made in the USA, but Canon USA is owned by the Japanese. That's a little iffy, a little thin there, isn't it? So, take deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. A good deep breath, take it all the way down. You'll feel better, gets rid of the stress, and also drink plenty of water. And at beer 30, at beer 30, have you a cold beer, okay? Natty Light. Good stuff. Health food. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Enjoy your day. You may not see this video for a few days. I don't know how it's going to work. But anyway, enjoy your day. Take care of your health. Bye.